Hey everyone, it's T and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be talking about the wacky, weird advertising world of Slim Jim. I got the idea for this video when I was randomly scrolling through Instagram, and then I saw on a few meme pages that I followed that there was a user named Slim Jim responding to stuff. And I was like, no way, that can't be like the official Slim Jim thing. But sure enough, it was the official Slim Jim account. For those of you who live outside of the United States, Slim Jims are these jerky meat stick things. They're classified as a meat stick, but they're apparently closer in style to like a fermented sausage, like salami or whatever. So I thought it would just be kind of fun and a change of pace to just look through their advertising stuff and their history and then just see what's going on with the brand, because I haven't really paid much attention to them since late 90s, early 2000s, but we'll get into that. So, a little bit of the history of the brand. It was first invented in 1929 by Adolf Levis in Philadelphia, so close. He hired a meat packer to help develop the product in the 1940s, sold the company to General Mills in 1967, and then around 92, it was sold to Goodmark. No, in 82, it was sold to Goodmark, sorry. And then ConAgra brought that company in 98. So ConAgra is the current brand owner for Slim Jim. As far as advertising campaigns, Slim Jim kind of came into visibility, at least from what I can remember, from around the early 90s to early 2000s. One of the most notable commercials for that time was with professional wrestler Macho Man Randy Savage, and those commercials were kind of random XD, like all of kind of their marketing is a little random XD, edgelord, like kind of appealing to a young male demographic. But they had Macho Man Randy Savage as their spokesperson for about 7 years. Those commercials would be like the kids would be bored or something like that, and then he would bust in the place and he'd be like, need a little excitement? Snap into a Slim Jim. And then when you snapped into like the Slim Jim, shit would explode and you'd be flying everywhere, and the commercials are a little weird. I did find a playlist for some of the commercials with him featured in it, so I'll leave that below so you can check it out and check out that channel as well. They seem to have like a bunch of compilations with different kind of commercials as well, retro commercials, so I will link that in the description below. I believe it's retrocommercials.com is the YouTube channel, so I'll leave that below. They also had other wrestlers do campaigns for them, like Kevin Nash, Edge. They also had Vanilla Ice do commercials for them as well. They also had other advertising campaigns where there was like a Slim Jim guy, people would eat the Slim Jim, and then it would like just wreak havoc in the person's stomach. Some guy, he ate a Slim Jim before swimming, and the Slim Jim pretty much almost drowned him, but then like a hot lifeguard saved him. There was another one of those commercials where there was like 7 of them in like a convenience store, and the girl's like, oh, you ate too many Slim Jims, and they were all fighting each other inside the guy's stomach. And then those commercials would end with the guy yelling, eat me. And then there was also commercials where people in the convenience stores were hunting Snappalope, so they were like deer or antelope in the shape of Slim Jims, and people would be hunting them and trying to eat them. In 2008, they also launched other commercials and a website, spicyside.com, where consumers were encouraged to get in touch with their spicy side. In the commercials, what would happen is there would be a little mini person, and they'd be like, oh, well, your little mini person did this or that. Or they'd be like, oh, your spicy side is boring. And so they would give them like a Slim Jim or something like that, and then they would cause havoc and wreck shit. They're pretty random and weird. There's another YouTube channel that also has some compilations that I'll list below. This one is, I think it's Funny Commercial that I was looking at, and they have a list as well. I'll link that video there, so also be sure to check out that channel too. That way you can see all the compilations that they did. It's not just Slim Jim stuff, it's other kind of funny commercials, like stuff compiled from the Super Bowl and all that. So now that brings us to current Slim Jim advertising. Starting in 2012, the brand switched to using social media and memes and stuff like that to gain popularity online. They have an unofficial slogan calling themselves the Long Boy Gang, which refers to the snack. They call them like Long Boys. And they mostly kind of comment on like Instagram meme pages and stuff. And it's surprisingly pretty popular, but some of the memes are pretty terrible, which we'll go into now. I'll put them on the screen as I'm reviewing them. I took these screenshots on Monday, March 2nd. So everything you see here is from that day. It may be like early Tuesday morning as well. So like overnight, like midnight-ish, 1 a.m.-ish maybe. The screenshots may be from as well. So, but just consider that time period. So let's check out these memes. We'll start with Instagram. And then there's this one meme where, as you can see, there's a pizza and someone put Slim Jims on it to shape the number 69, which is also like another one of their things. Like they'll post 69 and then noise or nice. Like I said, random XD edgelord type of humor. You can definitely see what their demographic is. And they also have a thing for 420 as well. But anyway, as you can see from this, time that this text was supposedly sent was 4:20 a.m. And then the person replying goes, "What the fuck? Why did you put Slim Jims on there like that?" And then the person replies, "Trying to out Pizza the Hut." And the other person goes, "Nice." This one did give me like a little bit of a chuckle because of the Pizza Hut reference. Like, no one can out Pizza the Hut. So I thought that was a little funny. Then there's this one, and it looks like it's from January. I scrolled down and took all of these from different periods of time. So if you scroll on their Instagram or Twitter, you'll see these memes as well. Trying to kind of capture different periods of time for the brand. So this one has a dad throwing a football, and he's like, "Damn, Tyler, I can't teach you how to catch anything if you're out here eating Slim Jims." And then Tyler goes, "Why don't you shut the fuck up before I teach you how to catch these hands?" Like, that one's kind of funny. Like, I got somewhat of a kick about that, but the things on their Instagram are pretty bad. So here's another one from January 8th with a headline, "Florida man arrested after 1 month of eating Slim Jims at gas station for free. Man claimed corporate sent him as a regional Jim Spectre." So, meh. I mean, it's not super funny, but if it's not an oniony type headline, then that's pretty funny if that really happened in real life. I would love for something to happen like that to me. And I think it has happened in real life before. I don't remember if it was Slim Jim, but someone else definitely pulled that stunt. And I think it was KFC, and I think they got KFC free for like a year, saying that they were there to like inspect the chicken. If you remember that happening, please confirm for me, because it's going to drive me crazy. But I don't feel like looking it up right now. But yeah, if you remember that happening, let me know, confirm it for me, because you'd be a god. Then there's another one from, it looks like around Thanksgiving, and then the dad's going, "Todd, 3 Slim Jims before Thanksgiving dinner is excessive." And then the guy goes, "Ron, 3 wives before turning 45 is excessive." Now that one's pretty funny. I always enjoy a good Thanksgiving clapback meme, so this is kind of funny. I'm okay with that one. And then, as you can see from the page, again, this was from Monday. They do have a pretty good amount of followers. They have 880K with just 533 posts. Not following too many people, but not bad. I mean, a lot of people do follow them, so. But I generally find the Instagram to be pretty cringy. Like, the memes aren't the best. When they comment on stuff, they're not bad comments. They're not spammy, stupid comments. They'll just be kind of adding to the conversation or the joke, or they'll have like a fun fact or something to say. It's not like them spamming. So I do appreciate that they do that. But as far as the quality of the memes that they post, could be better. I mean, they're not that great. Twitter seems to be the most tolerable source here. So on Twitter, they don't have that big of a following. They have 21K followers for having joined in October 2010. But the engagement seems to be really good on Twitter. They often repost people with memorabilia, people posing with Slim Jims and stuff. So they do seem to interact a lot with the fans, which is good. Some highlighted tweets here is this one where it's got showing a limited edition box here with their, unofficial slogan, Long Boy Gang. It's okay as far as what it looks like for a product. The box is okay. Don't really hate the packaging. And the packaging for the actual Slim Jims itself doesn't seem too bad. And it looks like you can get those from Amazon if you wanted them. So just a little promotional tweet for their limited edition product thing. So that's not too bad because that's kind of what it's there for, to advertise the brand. There's another tweet here that they retweeted with them petitioning for a Slim Jim emoji, which is true. There is a change.org petition to actually add a Slim Jim emoji. They kind of vary. There's this one here, and there's also ones with generic looking meat sticks with the Slim Jim type packaging, so that's pretty interesting. And then there's another thing that they retweeted from February 22nd that says, "Why is the boy in Long Boy Gang spelled with an I and not a Y?" And then they replied, "Because I belong in the gang and never question why." So, I mean, not super funny to me, but I get it. You have to be into that kind of humor. And then it looks like they also retweeted this here where someone had bought like a Macho Man Slim Jim holder, and it also had the Slim Jim. So that's pretty cool that they retweeted that. Like I said, they do that a lot. They retweet people with different kinds of memorabilia, the Slim Jims themselves. So I think that's pretty cool, and the fan interaction is pretty good. Another tweet from December 21st of 2019. "If 4 Long Boy Gang members can eat 4 Slim Jims in 4 minutes, how long will it take 69 Long Boy Gang members to eat 69 Slim Jims?" And then someone replied, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. And then Slim Jim replied, "You're breathtaking." So it's another one of their kind of inside jokes. Long Boy Gang, 69, 420, nice, that kind of thing. So, meh. There's another one, kind of like a personal tweet, but not like personal. And this one was from day after Christmas in the morning. So it says, "Not to get political, but it's kind of rude that Christmas was on a Wednesday and now I'm at work looking at memes instead of my couch." Which, I mean, is not a bad thing considering for the job. So I wouldn't mind looking at memes all day and getting paid for it, or making memes all day and getting paid for it. So, like I said, kind of like a personal, relatable tweet, which is fine. Brands do that all the time now. Here's a few clapback tweets that I thought were actually pretty funny. The first one says, "Uncle, remember when you weren't obsessed with Long Boy memes and you'd actually talk to us?" Me. "Remember when you were sober for Thanksgiving? Neither do I." And then the next one is, "Aunt, oh, you're still talking about that gang?" Me. "Oh, you're still showing up to Thanksgiving alone?" And then there's another one at the bottom that's kind of cut off, but it says, "Why are you married to the idea of being in this gang?" And then back to the cousin, they're saying, "Why is your boyfriend married?" So, like I said, I really enjoy Thanksgiving clapback memes. So, gold. Beautiful. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Someone else made a meme for Slim Jims, And it's got this really great anime memes that I always love. And as you can see, long boy jokes, Slim Jim social media management. Is this the perfect blend of comedy and marketing? I mean, personally, not really, but I get that it would be for the demographic that they're going for, so I can see a lot of people would agree with that. And this was from September 26, 2019. So, as you can see, personally, Twitter, fine, perfectly acceptable for like a brand, and it was the least cringy, in my opinion. So, pretty good. Moving on to their Facebook. So they have about over like 1 million likes, which is good. Got their contact information, blah, blah, blah. Facebook, I think, is the worst offender for their content. Like, it's so bad, as you'll see. So, here's this one from, and they don't update it too often, it looks like, but this one's from December 27, 2019. And as you can see, the kid's in the pool. And it says, Tommy, that sign over there says no food in the pool. That sign over there says no running, yet here you are running your mouth. I mean, that one's kind of funny. I did like that one. I'm not going to deny that. Like I said, I love a good clapback meme, so I'll never be mad at those. This one is from December 20th, 2019. And it says, reasons I don't have to bring any presents to my family Xmas dinner. I already gave them Slim Jim wrappers in my bedroom from Thanksgiving. You're welcome. And then 31%, I'm not invited. Meh. So, I mean, not completely terrible, but not the best still. And then there's this one where the person's looking into the mirror, and it's one of those, like, I'm talking to myself in the mirror memes, as you can see. And he's like, you'll be accepted into the gang. People will think you're sick as fuck. You will get Jessica back. And then it says, thanks, human. And there's like Slim Jims, the 420. This isn't like the best meme. Then another one from December 6th. And then it's one of these memes where it's like, hey, Dad, why is my sister named Liv? Because live, laugh, love are your mom's favorite things. Nice. Thanks, Dad. No problem, thick Jim 420. Like, not super funny, but again, if I was a teenage edgelord again, I probably would laugh. One from December 4th, 2019. I'm in room 420. I need a wake-up call. Your pathetic life will remain meaningless until you join the Longboy gang. Again, if I was a teenage edgelord, I would laugh. I didn't get the date on when this one was posted, but it says, her, at least invite me to be part of the gang. Him, I can't vibe with married women. Her, I'm your wife. Him, I make no exceptions. Like, yeah. So, not super funny, but yeah, that's what we have there as far as lay memes go. Overall, I find that Facebook was the worst offender, followed by Instagram. Twitter was honestly the best form of social media that they had. They do have a YouTube channel. It has 2.6k subscribers, but they haven't used it in like a year. And it just pretty much has their commercials on it. There's only about, looks like 5 videos. So just 5 videos on the channel. It looks like they were trying to get something going 2 years ago to like a year ago, but they gave up on it. I don't really see a problem with that. They also have their website, but the website doesn't seem super updated or have anything super interesting on it, just that you can buy the product. So nothing super crazy or exciting about the website or the YouTube channel. Overall, it's just kind of edgelord, personal. Well, not personal. It's more like edgelord, random XD, relatable content that they're pushing out. And I can't really fault them because most brands are doing that now. It seems that brands are trying to get people to be interested in them and their product now is to be as relatable as possible, as memey as possible, and be more personable, seem like a person. Because when you think that a brand is a person or relatable or funny, you no longer look at them as this big corporation and brand. You're like, oh, they're like me, and you'll support them more. You'll kind of more treat them like a person, and then kind of more defend or talk about the product. Kind of like what Wendy's kind of has started, being super sassy has been Wendy's thing for a while, and then other brands started to follow suit and seem more personable, relatable, sassy, memey. So, I mean, this is just kind of the marketing that we're seeing nowadays, and I mean, I don't necessarily have a problem with it. It can kind of cross the line for people who are younger or more impressionable, who, well, we see this with certain beauty brands and influencers, like Jeffree Star, for example, and Jaclyn Hill to a degree. Not so much anymore, but they have their stands and stuff that will defend them to the bitter end, no matter what they do, no matter what they say, because they're relatable, they're people, they're out there with the public. There's an actual face to the brand. And while there's no face exactly to Slim Jim anymore, because they don't really have an official spokesperson right now, it seems, so there's not really like a face to the brand. They're putting out these memey, relatable, edgelordy type content memes and stuff out, so I can see why people would, especially the demographic that they're trying to target, would be into them. I haven't had a Slim Jim in years. Their stuff doesn't really want me to have a Slim Jim, but it did make me want to look at the brand more, so I guess mission accomplished. So let me know what you guys thought of this video. Would you like me to do this for other brands, different brands, like do a deep dive into Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, whatever you want. This was a fun change of pace looking at memes with you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.